Huh?
That's what they're seeing?
Yeah, that's exactly what they say.
Oh, I had no idea. Alright, well, I'm unmuted.
Okay, so, yeah, pretty welcome to the...
Such a good intro. That was smooth. Alright, here, I'm going to mute myself. I'm going to let you talk.
Do you want to start over again?
Yeah, let's do one
Okay,
more
just
time.
wait a second.
Okay.
You ready?
Alright.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. 1, 2, 3. Welcome, ladies and gentle people. This is the Day9... Oh, wait a second.
That's not quite right.
Not quite?
No, well, but I'm here. I'm Day9
Yeah.
at the very
Okay.
least, and I am joined by none other than...
Me.
That's right. Khaldor.
And we're currently casting the Razer Weekly Watch Show with the 4 players Close Combat Cup. That's actually like a tongue twister. That's a little bit hard.
I hope it's easier
Say
to
it
say
3
in
times.
German. But that's fine. You know what? I'll just not say it and instead say that we're going to be watching the infamous Duckload, aka White Raw.
Against Norov.
Noraf, who is, you know...
Is a Master League player with 3,000 ladder points, so he's not too bad.
I mean, it's one of those things where when you're at this stage, it's not really that anyone's like terrible. You have to be competent to get to this level, but when you're against White Raw, it's always going to be a little intimidating. And as a matter of fact, before I walked into this very studio, I saw that the Little One was streaming. So I tuned into his stream, and immediately Little One lost to White Raw and turned his stream off. And White Raw means he's playing really well. Like in that game, the last thing I saw with him was a mothership, 40 cannons, and like max void rays. And it apparently is quite good against Little One's only Ultralisk mix. So White Raw nonetheless is one of those pioneers of like the huge Colossus void ray strategy type thing that we've been seeing a lot more of. And the map's Delta Quadrant, which I think is going to be a little bit rough for our Zerg buddy.
Okay, Wydra just made sure that you're in the game as well. I didn't tell him that you're using one of the auto accounts. So, yeah, Wydra is ready, but we have one more task for Sean today. Yesterday, I think one of the... Yeah, I think it was one of the things that you guys apparently liked the most was when Sean tried to open that bottle.
Oh,
and today we will do it again.
Wait. Oh, you already have it. All right.
Yeah, okay.
So the thing is that I am supposed to open this bottle with that phone, but I tried to do it. Okay, now just do the position. Do the position. All right. So you have the position. Okay. Now I'm just going to show that what I need to do is I need to put this phone under here, and I'm going to use his finger as leverage to open up the bottle. Because it hurt my fingers. Because I was doing it, I was like, ugh, my finger, there's too much pressure, I can't handle it. But you know what? Khaldor is a real man. I'm just a freaking nerd, right? But that's cool, because Khaldor is going to be man enough for me. Is it time?
You ready?
All right, 3, 2,
1.
Oh, shit, I don't know if it worked or not. But at least it
Try it again.
All right, okay.
You can actually grab the phone and use the other.
Oh, gosh, use the other edge. All right, the game has started, but you know what? This is actually more important right now.
Use your whole hand.
Oh, God, I'm like so scared. Oh, damn it. Hold your finger still. I need this drink. I need the apple juice. Give me the juice. It's not me. Hey, it worked. Jeez, you need a lightsaber to open this thing. That was impossible. I'm going to go ahead and hold on to your phone. Yeah, that's right. I said it. Looks like we have Dr. Duckload spotting in the bottom left corner as the red Protoss pieces.
Exactly, and here we go. So after Sean finally managed to open his drink,
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy it. You certainly worked for it. Yeah, we'll jump right into the game with the White Sun on the bottom left, as Sean already mentioned, and we have Norov. So you're rooting for White Ra?
You know, I have never been one to be favoritistic. I have always been a cold, unbiased, and let me try it again. I've never been biased in my entire life. So you know what?
You haven't?
I literally have never said anything that is an exaggeration ever.
Okay,
So-
one of your best buddies from your hometown is playing the WCG 2012.
All right.
And
Okay.
in the
Okay.
final, he's up against the player you hate. You really hate him. He
I wouldn't hate
insulted
that
you.
player. Excuse me. I am cold
No.
and unbiased.
Okay, he
Whoa.
hates you and insulted you the whole tournament. And oh well, I should probably.
He should probably be on D&D.
Okay,
so no.
but then on Europe. But anyways,
That guy rocks. Yeah, all right.
yeah, actually.
If he's in a tournament, if Bayern Freak's in a tournament, I'm rooting for him. Yes.
Okay, wait, you're dodging the question. So
I am. I'm clever.
your best friend is actually playing the player that hates you, and you hate him, and you're not rooting for him.
I would bet against him if it were profitable. Are you kidding me, man? I would completely cut that friendship off in a heartbeat. If it meant that if it meant I was going to be right. Because let me tell you something. Noraf, sure, is doing an absolutely fine build. We see him doing the gas pool. Love that build on this map.
Whoa! Talking about low APM.
Noraf has at least a non-negative number of actions per minute, so that's good.
Current APM, 0.
Current APM, just not any APM. So, as much as I, am very impressed with anyone who can get to the level that Noraf can, super high-level Master League Zerg, I just have to say I'm convinced that White Raw is going to be at a huge advantage, but I'm already quite surprised that White Raw is not making any attempt to wall his front at all, despite going for a gateway gas core opening.
Yeah, and right now he just scoured his opponent, that he's starting actually to... well, for the Zerg player, it's a little bit hard. He has to expand towards his opponent, and right now we see the drone going for the hatchery as soon as it hits the 300 minerals, which is about now. And we have this Overlord in order to grant a little bit of vision, which is so important. Lelouch lost so many times against Protoss players with a cannon rush. It's actually just amazing, and he never uses an Overlord to spot the area around his expansion.
Those look like Dr. Duckload planting down a gateway at his ramp, and now that Stalker has arrived, he will now have the ability to close it off a little bit more. It looks like he's gearing up to build a third gateway, doing, I hope, my absolute favorite opening in the universe, the 3 gateway Zealot Sentry expand. Come on, no, go back, White Rot. Yep.
Here we go.
Oh, excuse me. Oh my God, I'm allergic to Stargates, which he just threw down. Tickles my nose in an unfriendly way, and I actually think that that's going to be very tough for Norop to deal with because the gas pool opening, even though it's very safe and secure, you have to play very, very tight with your timings in the early game.
Yeah, the thing is, as a Zerg player, quite a lot of players are actually going for a third queen every single game. So right now Norop has only 2 queens, which will make it a little bit hard to actually defend against any air units at all. I'm quite I'm eager to know if he will add a third queen, and I don't think he has an Overlord in place to scout that Stargate. No, he doesn't.
Yeah, that's going to be a little bit rough. That Zerglin's continuing to try to poke. If I were Zerg, I would be a little weirded out by the fact that I saw a Stalker, and I know that sounds like such a huge exaggeration, but the Zealot Sentry build relies very heavily on spending 100% of your gas on sentries and only getting a small number of zealots at the outset, so you can get that expansion up. I mean, this probe is doing a good job of, at least convincing Norop that there could be some sort of expand coming up, but I'm still going to be a little leery. And whoa, it looks like no sort of early Void Ray push. Dr. Duckload going for the Phoenix. So that's going to be kind of cool, but in the meantime, Norop is very worried about dying and is going mad crazy Hellas Spine Crawlers ASAP.
What I actually like quite a lot is that White Rai is not just attacking with his first Phoenix, but actually saving up for a second or even a third Phoenix before he attacks the Zerg player. We have seen that the little one do that quite a lot, and other Protoss players versus Zerg as well, and it's so effective if the Zerg doesn't expect it. So basically he might lose that game. In that instance, the Phoenix has hit his base.
Yeah, that's actually a great point. 3 Phoenixes is the magic number you need to pick a queen off in one lift of those Phoenixes. You can just barely do it, but a lot of times players wait for
4?
You can just barely get it if the timing is like ultra perfect, but I mean, it's still enough to be able to pick off almost any other Zerg unit very quickly, especially workers, lift them up, 2-shot it with the other Phoenixes. Very, very easy to do harassment. So 3 tends to be the magic number. It looks like White Raw waiting for 4 to get an 100% guaranteed kill on that queen. In the meantime, Norop does have the Evo chamber down, getting the upgrades for that range and continuing to gas. I think Norop thus far has had very impressive timing.
He will lose so many Overlords. I mean...
Ooh. Oh, and there's the queen.
Here we go.
Lifted, and she is just not going to be having a very delightful time because she's dead. Khaldor, she manages to live. Not entirely certain how that happened, but very, very nice little match.
First Overlord is down. Well, a couple of the Phoenixes actually attacked the Overlord and not the Queen. That's why she managed to live. But he's going to lose all those Overlords. I mean, he's throwing down a couple of Spore Crawlers as well, but in the meantime, he's just focusing one Overlord after the next and actually
probe somehow made it into the main, and it looks like a probe built directly next to Creep does not do too much damage. Man, those Phoenixes are continuing to do a lot of harassment.
He's already supply blocked. He's picking up